fans. This question from my mouth is not designed for the purpose of debate. I am not able yet to argue yes or no. I'm just trying to find out. But the reason I ask is because there is something out there which, in my opinion, came from a very credible, real deal source. And it forced me to wonder what the true answer is. Now, if you've seen recent episodes of this show, you know I've been singing MTV's praise. But before I go forward, if I can just make one note of distinction, I am surely talking about the MTV of yesterday. I cannot speak on its state today because I haven't watched it since the original Jersey Shore, and even then I hadn't watched it for years prior. But in 2023, I now do get my daily dose of MTV through Classic. And dude, let me just tell you, man, you want to experience a trip, a genuinely weird ass trip, put on MTV Classic and let it play. Just let it play. Yeah, there are commercials just like any other cable TV channel, and there's bumpers, but those bumpers are brief and there aren't many. So you've got mostly videos, and man, I gotta say, that steady flow and one dissolving a video into the other, into the other, into the other. Dude, you do genuinely feel like you're in another decade. Now, I don't know exactly how healthy that is, but it feels good at least. So anyway, the source I spoke about a second ago, check this out. This is from an interview which was part of a movie or a documentary, No Not Decline. Some of you might know it, but this is some real shit here. The kid's actual identity other than his first name is unknown. But in 1986's heavy metal parking motherfucking lot, during a time when metal was dominant, this person was asked, well shit, I'll just show you.
You like Metallica?
I think MTV should be playing more Metallica, more Priest, and all that kind of shit. You go back to MTV and like take like some of the VJs or something like that. Play bullshit music, you know, like
Madonna. Whoa.
So the backstory to what you just saw was this. In 1986, two indie filmmakers go to the Turbo Tour, Judas Priest, and they interview people, period. One of the questions was, do you like Metallica? And the response was interesting because it wasn't a simple yes or no. Like, for some reason, that cool dude decided to include MTV and say, I think MTV should be playing more Metallica. Now, in 1986, I was 4, and I am proud to say, thanks to my older sister, that I was fucking watching MTV back then. And did I think it was cool? Yeah, I fucking did, alright? Now, disclaimer right here, and right after I will cease invocation of this feeling, alright? Which I'm talking about nostalgia, because I hate that shit, because heavy metal doesn't need to be looked at nostalgically, because we as metal fans, as headbangers, metalheads know it is still real time, alright? Fucking end disclaimer. But I was enthralled. Demon Sweat Live. I was enthralled by those videos, okay? There's a VHS of me somewhere running around a ski house on vacation with my family pretending I was John Bon Jovi singing You Give Love a Bad Name. And I broke into my sister's hair products and I stole some kind of red colored hair gel and spiked mine way the hell up, so I could, quote, look like Billy Idol. So in '86, to hear what looked like a true, genuine heavy metal warrior say, I think MTV should be playing more Metallica, more Priest, and all that shit, and then cast the rest off as bullshit music, that was a fucking eye-opener. But it wasn't too long after that kid got his wish, because on April 18th of 1987, we all got the mighty Headbangers Ball. But even then, could it have been argued that some of that, quote, bullshit made its way onto even the Ball? See, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Even with the addition of Headbangers Ball, which is a very generous offering by MTV, did it make the channel cool enough? I don't know, man. Fuck it. I thought it was cool. And look, hell, we don't have the Ball anymore, so I've been doing my own knockoff. Again, not in some kind of like, nostalgic sort of way, but because I think the very instance of a show that plays music videos, heavy metal music videos, is fucking cool as shit. But to add to possible evidence that MTV was indeed cool, I was very, very surprised to find that when I was going through YouTube looking for videos by bands to show that I think are cool, I was really surprised that some of those videos were shown at one point on MTV, because they had the watermark. So here's a small list of a few that I was very surprised by. Ancients, Lilith's Embrace, Cherry Orchards, Celtic Frost, yeah, it was their hair period, but regardless. Coroner, Masked Jackal, Billy Milano, and M.O.D. with True Colors. Anthem, Agnostic Front, Oscabom, who else but Sodom. The Steve Grimmett era of Onslaught, Let There Be Rock. Pre-Maiden, Blaze Bayley and Wolfsbane, I Like It Hot. Critical Mass, Nuclear Assault, motherfucking Murphy's Law with Panty Raid. Cro-Mags, We Gotta Know. Trouble, Psychotic Reaction, and others weren't so surprising. Testament, Armored Saint, Metal Church, Forbidden, Guar. So I don't know, man, all those plus several big handfuls of others that I was surprised to learn were shown on MTV. Very, very cool. But I think one of the reasons I was so blown away by this was because to me, many of those bands I thought back then and even today were, still ideas as, quote, underground bands. So my final verdict or opinion is that yes, MTV was fucking cool. Did we see Bathtub Shitter or Melt Banana? Not that I'm aware of. What the hell do you think? That's what I'd really like to know, period. Well, alright, metalheads, if you liked the video, then maybe you'll give it a thumbs up, or if you just like hearing somebody bullshit about metal, then you know what to do. Hit that motherfucking subscribe button. We'll see you next time on Concrete Spew, but until then, alright, stay metal.
'Cause when it comes to my trust in the rest